If your trading indicators are failing you, trust me, you're not alone, but there's a simple fix that you can do that will turn these indicators into a real trading system and allow you to see a lot more consistency and a lot more accuracy in your trading. The problem with indicators, and we can see that there are tons of different indicators that you can use, is the fact that they are known as lagging. Lagging indicators use past data in order to actually plot on your chart. So whether you're using the RSI, the MACD, moving averages, VWAP, Bollinger Bands, and so on and so forth, all of these are using that past data, and that's exactly why they're known as lagging. So relying solely on this lagging delayed data in order to find and execute your real-time trades is going to a lot of times lead to a little bit of a disconnect, and that plays a big role in why a lot of new traders fail relying just on these indicators. So we need to use real-time data, which can be found through the price action itself, the time in sales, the level 2, and what we're seeing happen in real time on our charts, and pair that with different indicators to then look for what is known as Confluence. Confluence is simply using multiple indicators to confirm a trade, and the idea is that the more confirmations you have in that trade setup through these indicators, the more likelihood the trade is going to have to actually work in your favor. So I wanted to break down very quickly a trade that I took over the past week. This is a great example of why confluence in the market can be so powerful and how you can use this confluence to actually find and execute some really high probability trade opportunities. So ACXP was a stock that was gapping up in pre-market a bit. It was a stock that had momentum from the past couple of days as well. And the way that we looked to trade this in the Market Master group was to use the 5-minute opening range breakout strategy. If you're not familiar with this strategy yet, I highly recommend you take our free 1-hour beginner course at Master the Market. It's going to teach you a lot of basics about price action, technical analysis, risk management, and it's also going to break down this opening range breakout strategy so you have a real proven strategy to use in your own personal trading. That's going to be linked down below in the description if you want to get instant access to that. But what we're doing for this strategy is we're looking for a breakout above the high of that first 5-minute candle once the market opens, and that is a price of $357. So if we draw that breakout level on our chart and we move down then to the 1-minute time frame, what we can see here in the price action is that we get a breakout above that opening range breakout level at 9:51 in the morning. The price then pulls back and actually consolidates above that breakout level. So first of all, in the real-time price action that we're seeing with no delay or no lag in the market, the price is breaking out and turning that area into some support. That's the first thing that we want to see for this type of trade, a real-time trade setup in the market. Now from there, what we want to do for our confluence is look for confirmation using different indicators. And for me, what I'm seeing is that as the price pulls back into that opening range breakout level, turns it into a little bit of support, that area also perfectly aligns with where the VWAP is at, which is this red line going through the chart, and that is the first confirmation for this potential trade. The other thing that I'm seeing is the volume. We're getting strong relative volume that's coming in as the stock is breaking out and as the stock is then starting to curl off this newfound area of support. That's confirmation number 2. That's what led me to actually take a trade in this stock, and it was a pretty quick trade. I was in and out of this stock within a few minutes, and I locked in a quick $349 profit on the trade. A few quick shout outs to our traders in the Market Master group as well, because this was a setup that we were talking about in the chat room in real time. We had Kane, who locked in some profits on ACXP, and we also had Oss888, who was in at 349 and out at 380, locking in a really solid profit on this trade as well. So that's the first way that you can look to utilize Confluence in your trading. Look for trade setups in real time using the actual price action that's going on in the market, and then use these indicators to actually confirm your setups. And if you have 2 or 3 confirmations, that setup is going to be much more likely to move in your favor when compared to a setup that doesn't have any confirmation. And that's going to lead me to the second way that we can use Confluence in our trading, and that's to use multiple time frames, and using those multiple time frames to again kind of confirm our trade setup. So going back to the example with ACXP, on the day that we had this big run and the day that we were able to take a trade on this, this stock ended up having a big run to the upside, and it was this day here with this big green candle. we can see that prior to that, there was a few days where this stock was picking up some momentum, breaking out above the 10, 20, and 50-day exponential moving averages. And on top of that, the day that I actually took this trade, the stock gapped up above the prior day's high, which is a great sign of strength and a sign that momentum is continuing into this new day. So we can start at these longer time frame charts and we can look for what the bias is of this chart. Is it trending higher? Is it breaking out? Or maybe has it already ran 100, 200% and maybe it's looking like it might pull back now? All of that can then have a great effect on our trade once we move down to a lower time frame. So going back to this short-term intraday chart here, we know that the longer-term time frame is already bullish. It's already showing momentum, already gapping up above the prior day's high. So now, once we get that opening range breakout once again, we have two time frames here that are aligning with this potential trade. We also have the VWAP again, and we have the volume. So this idea of adding an extra layer of Confluence into our trading with different time frames is known as top-down analysis. I have a full video actually talking about top-down analysis. I use this for both day trading and swing trading. I'll make sure to link that down below in the description if you guys want to check out that video next. But to summarize, regardless of the trading strategy that you're using, regardless of the indicators even that you're using, the idea to improve your accuracy while using indicators in your trading is to try to find a solid setup and then use these indicators and use different time frames to then confirm that trade setup. You'll want to, of course, avoid the setups that have no confirmation and try to focus on the setups that maybe already have 2 or 3 different confirmations with different indicators and different time frames, because those are going to be the highest probability setups to then work in your favor. So anyway, I hope you found some value in this video, and if you did, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. And again, make sure to check out that free course down below in the description. There's also going to be a link to join us at Master the Market, where you can get access to our premium training, our real-time trade alerts, our live scanners, and so on and so forth. Anyway, thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and good luck with your trading.